Hello everyone. So today we will try and solve one assignment problem. We'll understand what an assignment problem is, and we'll try and solve this problem using a method called the Hungarian method, which is very popular and it's a pretty old method. So the assignment problem is like this. You have individuals, let's say we have four individuals, P, Q, R, and S, and we have four jobs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we want to allocate each job to each individual. So one person gets one job, and the matrix that you see here is nothing but the cost matrix. So when we say 8, so this 8 units, it could be $8 or 8 rupees, is what the person P gets when he does job 1, or the cost of doing that job for person P is $8. If person Q does job 1, then he gets 10 rupees. When person R does job 1, he gets 17 rupees, or whatever the unit of the currency is. Whatever the currency is, units can change. Now the idea is we have to do allocation so that one person gets one job and the overall cost is minimized. Objective is to minimize the cost of doing the entire thing. So what we do here is we do row reduction first, and then we do column reduction. In a row reduction, what we do, we subtract the minimum number there in each row from each of the elements and create another matrix. Just to repeat, we subtract the minimum number in each row from all the elements and create a fresh row. Let's do that. So the minimum number here is 8. So it will become 0, this will become 2, this will become 9, this will become 1. Here the minimum number is 3, so it will become 0, this will become 5, this will become 2, this will become 3. Here the minimum number is 9, so this will become 1, this will become 3, this will become 2, this will become 0. Here the minimum number is 6, so this will become 0, this will become 7, this will become 3, this will become 1. Now the same thing happens in the column reduction. Again, for each column, we'll look at the minimum number that is there and subtract that number from each element of that column. So in the first column, 0 is the minimum number, so there won't be any change. It will remain the same. In the second column, the minimum number is 2, we'll get 0, we'll get 3, we'll get 1, and we'll get 5. In the third column, we'll get 7, will get 0, will get 0, will get 1. In this again, the last column, 0 is the minimum number, so we'll get the same matrix. So we have done two steps. First is we have done the row reduction and then we have done the column reduction. Okay. Now the next step is we try to cover all the zeros in the final matrix with minimum number of rows and columns. So you have to choose as many rows and columns so as to cover all the zeros. Okay, let's see what happens. So first row we can cover like this, second row we can cover like this, third row we can cover like this, fourth row we can cover like this. So in this case, all the zeros are covered. And how many rows did we take? We took 4 rows, right? Now the number of rows required to cover all the zeros is equal to the number of rows in the original matrix. Okay, the number of lines required to cover all the zeros is equal to the number of rows in the original matrix. We get an optimum solution. Okay, now how do we allocate here? We will again write here 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's write here P, Q, R, S. So we'll go row wise and see if there's a unique zero. If there's a unique zero, we'll just encircle it. In the first row, we don't have unique zeros. There are 2 zeros. So nothing will happen. In the second row, again, you have 2 zeros, so nothing will happen. In the third row, again, you have 2 zeros, so we can't allocate. In the fourth row, we have a unique 0, so we'll cover that. Remember, once you encircle a 0, you have to cancel that particular row and that column, right? So this row is already cancelled, we'll cancel the column also. Now we have the allocation 4 and P. So person P gets job 4. Now we have to repeat the exercise for each column. Okay. Going down, this column is closed, so we can't do anything. Second column, again, we have a unique 0. So again, you cancel the corresponding row and column. So you have the allocation. Person Q gets job 1. Now in third column there are 2 zeros, so you can't do anything. In the fourth column you have a unique 0, so you encircle it and cancel this column and row. Now you have to repeat the process. Okay, so go row wise first and then go column wise. Again, first row no unique 0, second row no unique 0, third row you still have one unique, sorry, in second row you have one unique 0 which has not been allocated, right? So this is also done. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that you have unique zeros in each row and column and you have made the assignment. So person P gets job 1, person Q gets, sorry, person P gets job 4, person Q gets job 1, person R gets job 2, person S gets job 3. Now let's calculate the cost. Okay, let's remove this. And so let's write it here. Person 1 gets job B, B or Q in this case. 2 gets R, 3 gets S, and person 4 gets P. Okay. So person 1 gets Q, person 2 gets R, person 3 gets S, person 4 gets P, or vice versa. Job 1 goes to person Q, job 2 goes to person R, job 3 goes to person S, job 4 goes to person P. Now let's find the cost. What will be the cost? 1 and Q, the cost is 17. Okay. 1 and Q, the cost is 10, sorry. So you will write okay. So the cost is 10 plus 5 plus 9 plus 6. This comes to 15 plus 9, 24 plus 6, 30 units. So this is the total cost, and mind you, this will be the overall minimum cost. Whatever method you use, you can't reduce the cost further. So if you make these assignments, your cost will be minimum. Now there are suboptimal solutions, or even after doing this exercise which I just told you, you might not get an optimal solution. That is, you might not get unique zeros for each row or column. So then you have to take a couple of steps more. We'll try and understand that in the next video. Okay.